Scooch this way. Okay. Don't like it. Tell me how you really feel, right?
This is where Bridget usually says, "You have been warned." Hi there. Welcome to the Notorious Needle. I'm Sarah. I'm a designer.
I'm Bridget. Sometimes I design too.
And on this channel, we talk about cross-stitch.
Mostly
cross-stitch. Occasionally, we use swear words. And frequently, lately, we talk about politics from a liberal perspective and how that's affecting our stitching.
Yeah.
This is where Bridget usually says, "You have been warned."
Well, you said it for me. So now I don't have to say it.
So today, let's get started. So the first thing we like to do is congratulate our giveaway winner.
Well, you do have a graduate.
Oh, almost. Yeah.
Next month.
Woohoo! My youngest is graduating high school this year.
My youngest grandchild is graduating high school.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I don't.
Anyway,
last Flosstube's giveaway was Rook's Feast by Praiseworthy Stitches. Here it is. Woohoo! And
it's got glare.
You can see it now.
There you go. Yeah.
Congratulations to Denise Gray 9106.
Glad you like it, Denise.
Oh, you know what? I didn't
You're
bring
gonna
up.
have fun.
I didn't bring up the comment.
Bring up the comments.
This is something I usually do ahead of time, but I did not this time because
she's a little flustered.
I am. I've been really busy and I don't have a lot to show for it. So Denise wrote, "I love the rook figure on the chessboard."
It counts. What the heck?
It counts.
Yep. So it's kind of cute, actually. It's just not something I'm gonna stitch. So.
Yeah, it's just not in our wheelhouse.
I like passing on nice patterns that maybe I stitched or maybe I don't stitch that, somebody else might like.
Absolutely.
Why not? Let's share.
I don't have a lot of stitching to show, just a lot of talking. So Bridget, would you like to share some of the comments from last Flosstube's video?
Oh, sure.
We love all of your comments.
And she didn't tell me this ahead of time, I have to read
I read all of them and respond to as many as I can. Sometimes I don't get the notifications right away, but I always go back and check. And so these are some of your comments. We really appreciate that.
So here's Scurry_Commander_Allison2125. And she wrote, "Thank you for speaking up about our rights that are so extremely important."
They are. More on that later.
Damn straight. Let's see. And then I. Johnson.
Looks like Andy Johnson 9876.
I was getting there. Okay. "Love the videos. Love the spicy liberal talk." All right. "Although I can't wait for the new stitch along. I haven't completed the pro-choice and I haven't started the other one." Don't worry about it, baby. Yeah. I have stitch alongs in the works.
I have 3 SALs that I'm behind on. So
yeah, you do.
I do.
You have 3.
I do.
I think I have.
Because I am now behind on my temperature dragon. Sadly.
Oh.
Yeah. Because I've been only stitching. Well, I'll get to that later.
You'll get to that here.
Yeah. So thank you for all of your lovely comments and congratulations to our pattern winner.
Yay. Do you have the giveaway for this?
I do. You want to do that now?
No, I just wanted to make sure you were prepared.
I am.
I didn't ask you.
Okay, I'm prepared. Okay. So again, thank you for all of your lovely comments. Keep them coming. We really like to hear from you.
We do.
Announcements. First, I want to say thank you to everybody who contributed to the charity bundle for Doctors Without Borders put on by the Stitchers Collective. I don't know how much money was raised so far.
I know they had over 5,000.
Well, we're recording this before the end of the fundraiser, which is April 30th. And if you go to the Stitchers Collective on Instagram, they post how much funds were raised. So thank you everyone who contributed. $10 for 21 patterns. It was a good deal and went to a good cause.
Well, when I went online and donated, they had over $5,000.
Oh shit!
So that's a lot if you figure it might be $10 a pop.
Woohoo!
I know, right? I donated more than $10.
Yeah,
and probably
I usually give a little.
I mean, it's 20 patterns.
It
was 21 patterns.
So it was 21 patterns, and some of them are so cute, and some of them are just really pretty.
Yeah. I saw at least 2 that I'm probably going to make.
Nah, nice.
If I have time.
Yeah.
If I We'll see what happens.
So thank you again for those contributions. And then announcements. Did I already say announcements?
You did.
I did. Okay.
That's okay.
Anyways, yay, the new Vote As If Stitch Along by the Notorious Needle is available for pre-order starting today. Yay! Link is in the description below. This Stitch Along is about getting out the vote, reasons why some people vote. Some people vote for themselves. Some people vote for others to protect our rights. It's super important. 2024 is an election year, a major election year in the United States. Every other year is an election year, but this is a major election year. And there is a lot on many state and federal ballots. So the Vote As If Stitch Along pre-order, as I said, opens today. It uses 14 really beautiful colors. So there's black and white, and then I'm using all of these beautiful variegated flosses from Dyeing for SAS. If you want to know all the names of all of the colors, you can watch last month's Flosstube, but I think they're also in the product description when you go to look at the Stitch Along. And also...
Wait, no, and she has put together a floss package. Yes.
She put together a floss
for the Stitch Along.
For the Stitch Along with a thread organizer.
That says vote.
Yes.
But I will warn you, that's a lot of threads.
They are so pretty. Yeah. I am in love. They're gorgeous. I have really, really enjoyed stitching with them, watching where the variegations apply in the pattern, and keeps it interesting. And then the fabric is called Mist by Witch's Garden Crafts. Last week I said silver, but she decided to name it Mist because it's a very beautiful, lightly variegated pale gray, and these colors really just pop on this fabric. There will also be DMC conversions. Here are the DMC conversions that will also be available in the pattern should you choose to use something else. Or of course you can always
use your own colors.
Use your own colors. You can do whatever you want.
But you did pick these colors from the Pride flag?
Oh yes. So all of the colors are picked from it is called the Inclusive Progressive Pride flag. It is the most inclusive flag I could find, and those are the colors I chose to pick because voting should be inclusive. I mean, it's for all Americans.
So I wanted to bring that
Thank you. Yes. So today is the pre-order, but the first part is not released until June 7th, which is a Friday. And so you have, I think it's 4 weeks to order any fabrics or flosses that you might like. And while you wait, included in the Stitch Along is a freebie pattern. Ta-da! These are called, this is voter buttons. Bridget designed this one.
I did.
I made a few little changes.
What was that, like 4 years ago?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because, well, I designed it because I got sick of the little stickers.
Oh, yeah.
And I wanted people to know that not only did I vote, but I was proud of voting, and I would be happy to talk about who I voted for and why. And so it was like a conversation starter. And so I designed this one and stitched it on, you can stitch it on perforated plastic or, plastic, what do they call it? Is it perforated plastic?
It's perforated plastic. Plastic canvas is larger counts, and it's a little bit more square.
Or perforated paper.
Yes.
Or you can stitch it on regular cloth and then just use the
into
starchy stuff and starch the crap out of it.
Or what I did was I stitched. This is one of my I forget what it's called. Chump. I don't know. I forget the names of the patterns. It's on the notoriousnneedle.com/shop. And I stitched this, and then I just put it on a button that I already had, a blank button, and it has the pin in the back, and you just wrap it around. You weave floss around the back, and then you pull tight, and it is tight around the button, and then there you go. There are places where you can't wear this to the polls. but you can wear it everywhere else.
Yeah.
But anyway, these are designed
Right.
of a similar size.
But you didn't let me finish.
Oh.
What I was going to say is after you stiffen it up, then you cut it out and you put a magnet on one. You can glue a magnet on the back.
Yeah.
And then you can wear it on your shirt
Mm-hmm.
with just a magnet on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
So like a needle minder.
Yeah.
You could even maybe, if you put a big magnet on the back, you could use it as a needle minder.
Or you could stitch it on 25 count and make it.
Oh yeah, no, not happy.
These are each one is 41 by 41.
I stitched it on 14 count, so it was a good size.
Yeah, so on 18 count it comes out to about 2¼ inches, and on 14 count I think it's like 3½ inches, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I did the other 3 to kind of match the motif, but to give you a pretty selection. Anyway, this is included in the SAL. It's a freebie pattern, so you can start stitching right away while you wait for the first release on June 7th. I don't want to go. If you want to learn more, the link is in the description below, and that page will have all of the details that you need to know. And then you can always email me at sarah@notoriousneedle.com if you have any questions. So yay!
I'm excited for it.
I'm excited too. I'm excited to get out the vote.
Mm-hmm.
And that is it for announcements.
Okay.
So we can get into new Stitchy Stuff.
Yeah, because you already did comments.
We already did comments.
Uh-huh.
Do
new
you
Stitchy
have
Stuff.
New Stitchy Stuff, Bridget?
Oh, yes, I do.
Of course you do.
Oh, yes, I do. Yep. So first thing I did, I saw this on Facebook, and I couldn't resist it. It's by, who the heck's it by? Living on the Rainbow.
Living on the Rainbow.
And she just finished this one. She has a whole set of them, but this is the one I found.
If you do it portrait, it'll be bigger.
If I do it portrait,
Yeah.
it'll be bigger. That way?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little camper that's a pincushion, and
It's so cute.
It's so cute.
It's so stinking cute.
I know. I have to design an A-liner camper.
Yeah.
My camper is actually a tin tent. It's a fold up, but it comes up to a point. It's called an A-liner, and they have a few different models of it, which I won't get into. But
yeah, they have one where like there's a little compartment that goes boop on the side. It's kind of neat.
I saw this and I was like, I had to buy it. So she has a whole collection. But,
so Bridget shows me that, and I go, oh, well, I guess I'm not getting you that for Mother's Day. I saw it too.
She was going to buy it for me.
I was.
Duh.
Yeah.
And I haven't started it yet, but when we get to plans, that is one of my plans.
That's so cute.
And then, of course, I'm in the Fabric of the Month Club with Bestitch Me. Now, my Witches Gardens Crafts Fabric of the Month hasn't shown up yet, but I had 2 last Flosstube, so maybe it's just running a little behind. I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
But this one's called Gold Rush.
Ooh.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, that
color.
is a very rich gold.
Is that gorgeous?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I love it. I love it. And it's I get the 16 count. Yeah, I do. I like this one a lot. I already have an idea what I'm going to put on this one. But so yeah, Witches Gardens Crafts probably going to come out with like the dark and light gods, and this might end up being for the gods.
Very nice. Yeah,
I don't know.
Bright gold.
It is bright gold. Yeah. And so you don't have any new Stitchy stuff?
No.
Should I just keep going?
Yeah.
Okay. And my husband renewed my prescription for just cross stitch for this one, and this is really one caught my eye.
Yeah.
Well, camping.
Yeah.
This one caught my eye definitely. It's really cute. The only thing is, like, when you do it on the 18 count, it's like 7 1/8. Why couldn't they make it 6? Why couldn't they make it fit into a 6-inch hoop? Because that's what most people have is a 6-inch.
You lose detail the smaller the pattern gets.
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess. But it
would probably be a little cramped, because you wouldn't be able to have like the table and chairs next to the fire pit.
And these are on the back, but I don't think these are
those
included.
Are cool.
Yeah, but I think they're just they're somebody else's advertisement. They're not actually in there.
The patterns? Oh, okay.
No, but the one on the front is in there.
Yeah.
That's really cute. I like that. Last Flosstube, I forgot to show you. I had bought this dragon
project bag.
Thank you. Words. This dragon project bag. We were at where were we? Beach Please Retreat.
Yeah.
And I just love it. It's just so
Who's it by?
pretty. I don't know.
You don't remember who stitched
No,
it?
I
Who
don't.
made it? Oh, bummer.
I don't remember whose trunk show it was, but
All right.
it's beautiful. I love it. Sorry. Didn't write it down, and it's not, if it was me making them and I had
Put
the
a little
ability,
tag.
I would put a tag in there, but
Yeah.
I mean, when I make mine, I don't sell them, so I don't think I need a tag.
No.
They're not good enough to sell, but this one I loved because I love the dragons. And I think
Is that it for new
that's
Stitchy
it
Stuff?
for new Stitchy Stuff.
Yay.
Yes. So I didn't spend a lot of money this month.
I spent no money. I gave dying. I spent all my money last month. So we're on to finishes. Do you have any finishes, Bridget?
I do have finishes.
Once again do not.
You don't have any finishes either.
I have no finishes.
It's okay. I hereby absolve you.
Oh, thanks, Mom.
The cross-stitch police will not come after you for not having any finishes.
Cross-stitch police, as if.
I know.
Let them try.
So, off the freebie table at Beach Please, I found
These
a
are
kit
so cute.
called Victorian Treasures, and it came with everything, with the ribbon and the little bows and everything. And so,
and all the beads.
And all the beads.
Look at
There's
how
a little
cute
bit of
those are.
beading.
Here.
So that's one of them.
Look, it has all the beads.
Yep. And there are little roses and rosettes. And that's another one. It says joy.
Very nice.
I know.
These are adorable. Oh, you filled it all in.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I thought that the white would be blank.
No, it's completely stitched.
Wow, that's a lot of stitching.
And there's the last one.
Oh, so pretty.
As little. It came with the wire. It came with everything.
That's so fun.
And the instructions were pretty easy because I managed to do them.
Yeah.
And they're finished on the back as well, which I probably will sign and date.
Yes,
on
you
the
should
back.
do that.
Why not?
Yes,
yep.
Absolutely.
And these are going to be presents for different family members.
They're lovely.
Yeah, there's beading around the top of here,
Mm-hmm.
and I took your suggestion. I used floss to bead with, or
Okay.
regular. Actually, I think I used regular thread.
Oh, okay.
Instead of the beading thread.
Okay, did you like that better?
Oh, hell yes.
Yeah.
Beading thread is a pain in the butt.
It is. It's very ornery.
It
goes its own way.
It makes the metallic seem easy.
Oh, okay.
That's how bad beading thread is.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry that I ever bought it.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, waste of time, waste of money. Don't bother with it. That's my advice. But do what you want. But I'm just saying.
You do you, boo.
Sorry to the manufacturers of beading thread. Don't like it. Tell me how you really feel, right? But come on, they're supposed to make something that's easier for you, and it's not.
Well, it probably is if what you are doing is only beading, right?
No.
Imagine you're not attaching the beads to any kind of fabric, and you're just sort of loosely beading them, or you're weaving them on a small loom or something. You know, maybe it's very sturdy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
I'm sure it has some uses. This is not it.
No, not for you.
No.
Okay.
So then we get into finishes.
That was finishes.
That was
fully finished. Okay.
And now I have finishes that are not fully finished.
Okay. Got it. Understood.
So I only took a few projects with me. I went to Texas for two weeks, and I only had room in my suitcase for a few projects. So those are the things I actually worked on and ended up finishing because I had some time to stitch.
Very nice.
Oh, what's on that?
Oh, that's just a loose.
Yeah. So here is our Candy Cane Christmas from Candemar Designs. That was a 14 count kit. And I used their floss.
That's nice.
I think it came out cute.
Yeah, that is
I have no idea what I'm going to do with it.
Right.
Yeah, as usual.
The stitching is the thing.
Right.
It's okay. You don't have to do anything with any of your stuff.
I don't know. I have a lot of Christmas stuff, though. I might have to, do something with them.
Put them on display during the holiday season?
Yeah, I don't have that much room. I have all this other stuff. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And then I had finished.
Oh, you finished it.
I finished Come One, Come All. And this one is, hang on a second. Let me get it up there. I don't know if they can see the whole thing.
Do you want me to hold it while you're talking? Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Do like a super zoom in.
There you go. It's on 32 count. They call it 32 count linen. It actually seems like it's Aida.
This is Aida.
It's called Echo, the fabric, and it's from Picture This Plus, and it's designed by Catherine Landis. And the floss is hand-dyed silks from Bestitch Me. And that was the real impetus for me to stitch this, because I found that I really loved working with the silks. So soft, so nice to work with. In fact, they were so nice, I went ahead and did the companion piece,
very cute.
which is called The Carnival Master, also by Catherine Landis. And it just, I loved it. I don't know what I'm doing with it,
but you liked the silks.
I may not do anything with it, but
right.
I like the silks. This would probably be cute on a tote bag or something.
I think so. Yeah, lots of gold.
Yes, and then the last piece I did was the Beach Please small
you did
design.
It. Oh, so cute!
I did, and it's just on leftover.
I love those colors.
The colors are ones I picked out from my leftover floss bag.
Okay.
So these are all leftover colors from the kit. They're close to what the original design called for. And it was by Tiny Modernist.
Yes.
And it's on 18 count, whatever I had left over. And I was thinking I might make this into a needle book.
Okay.
Because it's small, but I got to figure out how I would do that. Because when I was stitching it, I thought, oh, I'll just fold it in half, but it just doesn't work to fold it in half.
And it's landscape and orientation.
I know, and I'm wondering maybe I could put
like
these two together and make a needle book out of both of these, because these were from two different things. I don't know. It's possible. I'll figure something out.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just stitch this pattern again on another piece and put the two together.
Oh, yeah, and then make that into a needle book.
Yep. But I find I kind of like making the little needle books.
Yeah.
They're fun to make.
Yeah.
And fun to finish and not so hard. So I might do that.
Okay.
I don't know.
You have to tell me how you get on with that little camper. The 3D camper.
I know, right? It's so cute.
What is it? Stitching on the Rainbow? Living on the Rainbow.
Yeah.
Living on the Rainbow. I have two. So I bought some of her patterns too. And because I was gifted in a smalls exchange with two of her ornaments, the Halloween ones, they're over here. See, here's Frankenstein.
And the ghost.
And here's the ghost. Yeah. You have to zoom in to see those. And I loved them so much. Then I bought a couple of her other ones. I bought the Scarecrow. And yeah, I had this idea where I was going to do a Halloween ornament tree. I don't know when I'm going to do my next life,
right?
I guess. But I really like them. And so I also bought her, she has like book SALs. So one of them is a book. It's a little book and you open it up and it's actually like a little box.
Yes.
I think it's the Book of Shadows.
Yes.
And then there's a Book of Spells where you open it up and it has little stitched pages. And I bought the whole little kit with all the accoutrement, like the chain and the corners on. Anyway, and the directions looked really, really good. So that's the thing with these 3D patterns. I have a couple of 3D patterns, and the key is the directions. Now, my patterns have video directions as well as the paper. Hers is just the paper with the pictures, but she does a pretty good job of explaining
I read the reviews, and several people said the directions were very clear.
Yeah.
So I'll let you know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be curious to see how you get along with
Well, the thing of it is too, when you buy something like this and it's clear how you're going to finish it, like with the Victorian ornaments, right? It was very clear how I was supposed to finish them. I could go ahead and do that. When I'm just doing a picture and it's like, well, you could frame it. It could be a flat fold. It could be this.
Oh, yeah. And you're like, meh, I don't know what I'm going to do.
I can't decide.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
analysis paralysis.
Yeah. That's a good word for it. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm like, and then it sits in a pile.
Yeah.
Well, with all the other
I
ones
have a pile of FOs that may never become FFOs.
Yeah.
Well, I like the stitching. I don't like the finishing.
Well, there's that too. Yeah. But if I finish them, I can give them to other people.
Yeah.
Then they can come out of my craft.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Because otherwise they're just going to end up in Goodwill at some point.
And one day. Yeah. That could happen.
That would be sad. Oh, sorry. I'm such a downer.
Let's move on. All right. Is that it for finishes, Bridget? Okay. So whips. I only have one whip. I started the button, one of the voter buttons. So I'm stitching this one where it says I voted, and I'm stitching it on 18 count white Aida because I like the white with the red and the blue. I'm not stitching it in the called for colors. The called for colors are this this blue, this is called Cool. And then this red, I forget what this is called. It's Red Hot. I think it's called Red Hot. But instead, I'm stitching it in this blue, which is Sky Stone, which I really like. This is like variegated electric blue, and electric blue is my favorite DMC color. And where's the other one? Oh, it's a variegated red by DMC. I think it's 115 is what I'm going to use. It's like a red. It's like a bright red, and then it goes into maroon. Anyway, that's it. That's my whip. Yay!
Well, your other whip is the stitch along.
Oh, yes.
Which you can't really show.
I cannot reveal because the first release is not until June 7th, but I am 40%, maybe 45% of the way done with the test stitch.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I am stitching along, but here's the thing. I am eyeballs deep in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It's a video game, if you don't know what that is. It is my all-time favorite game. The nostalgia is real. The first release of this game was 1997, which I was in high school, and I was a huge gamer, and me and my high school sweetheart, we would just sit around for hours with each other playing these video games. And he was better at it than me, so he would like show me all the tricks and stuff. Oh my gosh, I am loving it. The soundtrack, it's nostalgic, you know? And they did a really good job. They did a really good job in this remake.
There's only one problem.
I don't have time for both.
This isn't a gaming channel.
Anyway. So my point was that I would have more done if I spent less time playing video games like a child, but you know, you gotta fit into your life the things that you love, and it really lights me up. So
well, I only have 3 whips.
Okay, show us your whips.
So and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay,
I only have 3 whips this month. Well, because I finished. Well, the Carnival Master took me 1 day.
Really? Oh,
well, 1 day, literally.
When you say 1 day, is that like you're sitting on your butt for 4 hours 1 day, 5 hours?
About 6.
Okay,
about 6 hours.
See, that's like 3 days worth of stitching.
Yeah, I know. It was maybe 6 hours. That's only because I screwed a piece up and I had to unstitch some of it. But that's normal for me, so I don't really count that. But
par for the course.
But I was in Texas for 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And that entailed going to South Padre Island. It entailed going to Mexico. It entailed getting a pedicure. It entailed going out to dinner.
You have to make time for the pedicure.
Going out to lunch. Going out for breakfast. Yes. And I still was working half a day remotely. So that's why I only have 3 whips, because I couldn't fit that many more in my suitcase and still have room for all my shopping. Because we shopped too.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Okay.
I like my excuse better than video games. I'm just saying the important things, you know. Anyway, you want to hold
I would much prefer a video game to a pedicure.
Well, we were going to get pedicures together.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
So yeah, it is. And that's not something I do on a regular basis. I mean, a lot of women do. I'm just not one of them. I don't usually have nails. So this is the finished of the Haunted House, which is by Starlight Stitchery. It was a mystery box that I bought. The fabric is 14 count ghostly.
Oh, it's huge. This one's huge.
The floss is by Forbidden Fiber Company. And yeah, it is huge. And I worked on more of it. So last video I had this part done, and I filled in this, and I did all of this while I was at her house. So that's what I've gotten done so far on the Haunted House.
Oh my gosh.
That's one of my whips.
I love this.
I know.
Are you going to
really
put this
big.
up for Halloween?
I think this is going to be a pillow.
Oh, okay.
I think this is big enough that it's probably going to end up being a pillow.
That's lovely.
I think it would be cute on the couch at Halloween.
I agree. Yeah. Very cute.
And it'll be covered with dog hair.
Whatever. What isn't?
Because the dog, right? And then I worked a little bit more on Snow Place Like Home.
Oh, okay.
Which is also a kit. It was off the freebie table. I admit it. Mm-hmm. It's by Dimensions. It's on 14 count white Aida. I think more it's ivory Aida done. And I got the noses and the faces and that kind of thing. I didn't do a whole lot on this one. Oh, I think I did more down here too. But
sure.
I don't know. It's okay.
It's cute.
It's cute. And then I worked some more on the Light Goddess Stitch Along, which is by Witches Gardens Crafts. And I'm really liking this one. This is on 16 count Aida. It's called Stonehenge by Bestitch Me. And it's a Light Goddess Stitch Along. So I got done Well, this is what I got done last month.
Here,
And then
I'll
these are her
hold
new
this side.
releases. I haven't finished. This is Hera. I finished Hera, and I'm working on Isis. So
Very
these are
nice.
our light goddesses. And it goes along with the stitch along from last year, which was the dark goddess stitch along.
Yeah.
So that's what I have been working on.
Very nice.
And that's pretty much it.
Those are
and
the
those
whips.
and that's just DMC, by the way. The stitch alongs there.
Yeah.
Now, for my plans,
Plans.
I want to start on the camper.
Okay.
I have to work on the Santa table runner.
Oh yeah, you could totally finish that before Christmas.
I could
this
totally
year.
finish that, and I'm stoked to
if
finish
you haven't,
it. But
if you haven't seen it, Bridget is doing a table runner, and it has 10 Santa Claus patterns by Sue Hillis, just all in a row. It's gorgeous, and you're on 8.5 out of 10, something
9.
like that. 9.
I'm partway through number 9 out of 10. So I'm this close.
I know. I don't know why I always peter out like right before the end. I don't want it to end, so like I don't want to finish it.
I want it to end.
Oh, okay.
Trust me, I want it to end. You know what's stopping me is like the one I did before had all that the candy cane one.
Oh, the confetti.
Had all the confetti, and
Yeah.
this one is the stitching Santa, and there's more confetti. So that's kind of where I'm like I'm finding every excuse to do everything else but.
Yeah. Well, you traveled for 2 weeks. It's not exactly a traveling project.
No,
It
I
takes up a
didn't
lot
want to
of
pack
space.
that one.
Yes.
And also, the other thing is too that 2 of my big projects take almost the same colors, so I've got them in a tin box. So in order to pack them, I got to pack the tin box, and then some of the colors are in a couple of my other ones. I'm just going to end up buying extra floss like you do.
Duplicate bobbins.
I might have to just do duplicate bobbins. I'm
Yeah.
finding it.
You're gonna
a pain
do
in the
it
butt.
like kit by kit. I like to have the full range of threads so that I can do
Just grab the project bag and go.
Well, stuff like this. I like to have the full range of threads so that it helps me design, as I'll pick out threads from the thread card, but then I like to lay them out together and see them. But when I'm stitching, just have a duplicate bobbin and throw that in there.
You know what I do when I'm stitching and the thread's not in the project bag? I have to put a note on the pattern which project that thread is actually in.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
But then I have to have that project bag handy so I can go flipping through and find it.
Yeah, that
and then pull
sounds
that
like
thread
a lot.
out, then put that thread back.
Yeah. I was doing that too, and I decided that was more work than just having an extra bobbin,
you're right.
or even just a floss drop. Just tear off some thread. Give yourself a couple of yards, cut it, put it on a floss drop, and go.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I think that's a really good idea. Rather than having
you
to
don't
go
even
to
have
the
to have the
store
full
and buying
skein.
another
Just
skein.
take some. Look at the patterns. How much do you need? Measure that out. Give yourself an extra 20% and go.
Not every pattern tells you how much you need.
Well,
but you can kind of tell by
every
how
Notorious Needle pattern does.
Well, there's that. That's true. That's true. Because the software you use does that.
It does.
But not everybody
and I
has
included
that.
in the
yeah, which is really nice.
key.
And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
That is true.
And like if it's a mystery pattern, you don't really know.
Mine do. My mystery pattern, my mystery SAL, you will know before you go buy anything. You will know exactly to the inch how much you need.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yep. And if you're doing DMC, it gives you skeins. It'll say 2.5 skeins.
Ah,
yeah.
So you can tell if you have half a skein on a bobbin, you can just go buy 2 more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's great. Nope.
Yeah.
I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Because
Yeah,
it's a pain in the butt.
It is.
Having to go through every project bag looking for, where the hell is 791?
Oh, cross-stitch problems.
They're real. I could be stitching instead of searching.
Oh, wow.
I want to be organized.
Yes.
I like to have things at my fingertips. I want them organized.
Because
it takes away the fun.
Organized equals convenient to me. Mm-hmm. If it's organized, I know where it is. I can quickly go and do whatever it is I need to do, and I don't have to worry about where is it. It's
efficient. It's efficient.
Yeah.
I like efficiency.
I do too.
Yeah. I have 5 planets in Virgo. I like efficiency.
I don't know how many planets I have in Virgo, but I'll tell you what, I still like efficiency.
Yeah. Well, at least your sun sign is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a few.
All right.
My plans are, I would very much like to finish the Vote As If SAL, which may mean fewer hours on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, sadly.
Well, you know,
And maybe not. Whatever.
well, no, I'm just going to point out, okay, not being a mom, just as a friend, that your Stitch Along has a deadline and your video game does not.
I've already met the deadline. Like the deadline is the first release is June 7th. Well, I've stitched probably, well, there's 17 parts, and the 18th part is the finishing tutorial, and I think I've finished like 6 out of the 7, and then
Are
I've
you going to
continued
release
on.
weekly?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Weekly. Wow.
Yeah, it'll be every week for 17 weeks, and I think the final release is
And that's the finish.
October 18th, which is the finishing tutorial. So
So you
the
have
last
time to
release
finish
is in
it.
September, and then you have a couple of weeks to catch up and decide how you want to finish it. And then if you want to finish it the way I finish it, which will be a banner, then you can do the finishing tutorial, which will be October, and it'll be a few weeks before the election. So you'll have time to show it off.
Finish it before the election. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the idea. I was gonna spread it out a little more because some sections have more stitching than others, but I figure you have that extra time at the end if you want to get caught up. Yeah, I figured that was better because if I spread it out 2 weeks per release, then we won't be done in time.
No.
And I wanted to be done in time for the American election, which is Tuesday, November 5th. So if we're done with plans,
I think we might be. I'm trying to remember if there was another plan. Let me check my notes really fast. Well, did I have another plan? Work on the Santas. Oh, I wanted to start the Beach Please kit. That was last month's plan too.
Okay.
But I didn't start it. I started the little one,
the little one. Yeah, the tiny modernist.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to so this year on these floss tubes, at the end of the floss tube, I would like to comment a little bit on American politics. So if you stayed with us this long and you don't want to be bothered, that's fine. Thank you for joining us.
I can't blame you.
I get it. So this month I wasn't going to do like a repeat. I was trying to cover a different topic, but it's similar to last month. So This month, about a week before we're recording this, the Supreme Court heard 2 arguments that I found were very important, at least to my life. The first was regarding Idaho's law that says that even in an emergency room, a doctor can refuse to give a pregnant person an abortion unless her life is in danger. And they were literally arguing how many organs a woman could lose before it endangered her life. The second argument that they heard like a couple of days after that, they were deciding presidential, quote unquote, presidential immunity. And I like to phrase it as, is the president a king? Because they were trying to say, how many crimes is a president immune from prosecution even after this person is no longer president? And instead of dealing with the case at hand, the justices, especially the conservative justices, were asking questions. They were saying things like, we're not concerned with the details of this case as much as we're concerned with, we're making a decision for the ages. So they are signaling that they are going to be legislating from the bench. And it turned into a discussion about, okay, well, which crimes are the president immune from? Because technically it's part of his job. And I would just like to say that every American, at least those of us who had the privilege of growing up in the United States, has been taught that no man is above the law. None, not even the president of the United States. And I would also like to say that it is not within the scope of the president's job to crime. It's not.
It's also not in the scope of the president's job to pay off potential people who say bad things about them.
So he's the Trump trial. The only one that's currently in trial is it's about election interference and illegal campaign contributions, where Trump had an affair with a couple of women. One of them was a Playboy model and the other one was a movie star, and had other people pay money to shut them up before the election. Get this, I did not know this. The guy who ran the National Choir, his name is Pecker.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my God!
Irony much?
What are we doing? This is what this guy has turned.
And this is not within the scope of his presidential duties. So why he claims he should be immune from that is crap.
Right. So this is in state court, so he can't.
He wasn't even the president yet. So how is it part of immunity?
Yep.
You don't even have the job. You're running for the job.
Right. So my point is, once again, per the Vote As If SAL, verify that you are registered to vote, because those laws have changed, and then find out how you're going to vote, because those laws are changing too. Just in the state of Florida, they have shortened early voting times. A couple of years ago, they got rid of early voting on Sundays. And I don't know if any of you are aware, but I'm very much aware that a lot of Black churches would have their sermons and then they would bus people to the polls to get them to vote on Sundays. Well, they got rid of that.
Yeah, because they don't want Black people voting.
Right.
Heaven forbid.
Right. And since a lot of conservative jurisdictions have changed the laws around early voting via absentee ballot. Mm-hmm. So what my point is, please check the rules in your area to make sure that you're following them so that your vote is counted, because every vote should be counted. It is important. Every legal vote should be counted.
Yes.
And it shouldn't be that your signature doesn't match the envelope on your mail-in
or you didn't
ballot.
Put in your middle initial.
Right. Oh my gosh. Right. Or like you put Northwest Ave instead of Avenue.
Yeah.
Like these are anyway.
Yeah.
Please just verify you're registered, check, understand your rights as a voter when you go to vote, and try to vote early. And if something comes up, you might have a little bit of time to deal with that and make sure that your vote is counted. So that is my comment for today.
That's your sermon on the mount? Listen, we hope we're talking sense to people who have common sense too.
Well, the thing of it is, like, if you're still watching, you've gotten this far,
and we haven't turned you off yet.
Voting is important to you, and
yes.
I appreciate that. And I don't want anyone to be able to take that away from you.
No.
And so you need to understand that the landscape is changing. They're changing the rules in a lot of red states and a lot of red jurisdictions. And just be aware that this is happening, and make sure that you understand the rules where you are so you can follow them and have your vote counted. It's so important.
Yes. And in my case, moving to Mexico is probably not an option. I know moving to Canada isn't, because I'm not going to get that cold. It's too cold for me.
They don't want us there.
I don't blame them.
They don't want us there.
We have a special brand of insanity they don't even want to deal with, and I can't blame them.
And it's a little bit infectious.
Mm.
Anyway, so that's all I have for today. So
me too.
Oh, we never did the giveaway.
We didn't.
That's okay.
You're gonna
let's do the giveaway now.
Oh, oops. So if you stayed this long, no, you're gonna insert it somewhere else, right?
Oh yeah.
Ouch. Sorry, we got on a soapbox.
So we have to insert the giveaway. So this week's giveaway, this is Do Come In by October House Fiber Arts.
Oh, it's cute.
It is very cute, but I'm not going to stitch it.
You didn't even let me see if I wanted to stitch it.
Do you want to stitch that?
Do I want to stitch it? Well, you've already offered it for other people. That wouldn't be fair.
So if you would like a chance at winning this, what word should we use?
Well, how about come? Oh, that could be bad.
How about door?
C-O-M-E?
There's a
door.
Door.
There is a door.
There is a door.
There's a door. Okay, so use the word door, D-O-O-R.
Mm-hmm. Use the word door in a sentence in a comment below. Please use the word only once and in only one comment. Please complete the Google form, which is in the link to the description below, so that I can send this to you without going back and forth about your address.
Yeah, because she won't.
I won't.
Yeah.
The Google form is only for these giveaways. I don't use it for anything else.
You won't get any spam. Please
be over 18 years of age. And because this is only paper, I will send this anywhere in the world you give me your address. Please be a subscriber. And then I have to say that this giveaway has no value, no monetary value. And if it gets lost in the mail, I am not responsible for replacing it. And this giveaway is not sponsored by YouTube or the designer.
Who is the designer?
It says October House.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It is kind of cute.
It's very
is
cute.
really
I got
cute.
it. It was one of the gifted patterns in our bag at the Beach Please.
Oh, it's by Robin
Resort?
Sample.
Okay, there you go.
Designed by Robin Sample.
There you go.
I think that's really cute.
And it is cute, but I'm not going to be stitching it.
Yeah.
So I thought
you
I
could
would
do
pass
it in any
forward.
kind of colors you wanted too. You could match your house.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
really cute.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So good luck.
And until next time,
Stitch on.